Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back with a new show today. This is the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka. This is essentially Star Wars Rebels Season 5, and I am thrilled. Rebels is some of the best Star Wars storytelling that exists. You know, Clone Wars and Rebels, the story that they carried through with the animated shows is chef's kiss. Like, it's so good. And Rebels has a very nice place in my heart. I love it so much. I love all the characters. Like, that's a rarity, is to fully enjoy like every character, all the main characters at least that were in Rebels. You know, Ezra, Sabine, Ahsoka when she showed up, Hera, Chopper, Kanan, Zeb, like all these characters so dear to my heart, and now essentially getting a continuation of their story, right? So if you haven't watched Rebels, you probably should. If you are thinking of watching this show and you have not watched Star Wars Rebels, I mean, you can probably still watch this show, I'm guessing, but from what I've heard, a lot of the emotional weight and significance is gonna be lost on you because it is very much a continuation of these people's stories. And that in particular is very exciting to me. I feel like oftentimes shows will cater towards like a newer audience, if that makes sense. They won't want to get too connected to what came before because they want it to be accessible to the wider general audience. But from what I've heard, this is not necessarily doing the opposite, but it's like it's less middle of the road and more just like continuing the focus of what came before, if that makes sense. Now, we've obviously seen Ahsoka in many projects over the Star Wars lexicon, right? She started in Clone Wars, continued in Rebels, then continued in Season 7 of Clone Wars, Tales of the Jedi. She's appeared in The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and now her own show. And it's very, very exciting. You know, Ahsoka is one of the best characters in Star Wars, in my opinion. And the journey that the character has gone on from early on being kind of hated by a large majority of the fan base, and then now coming to where she is, being probably one of the top 2 to 5 most beloved characters in the entire Star Wars universe. That is a testament to how well she was written, how well she was acted in the Clone Wars, and the stories she took part in, and you know, the writing of Dave Filoni and others like him. And I'm very excited to see, you know, how her story continues in this one. We know kind of in general that her and Sabine are going to be trying to find Ezra and trying to find Thrawn, and you know, continuing the storyline that wrapped up in the final season of Rebels. And I am very, very excited to see what happens. Now, I'm going to be watching both episode 1 and episode 2 in this video, so it might be a little bit longer of a video, but you know, hopefully you're okay with that. There won't be a super long discussion after the first one. I'm going to kind of save all of that for after the second. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Ahsoka or any other Star Wars thing that comes out. I've reacted to a lot of Star Wars stuff on the channel already, so definitely check that out. And then if you are interested in seeing the full uncut reaction to both of these episodes, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Since this is the first episode / first 2 episodes of a new season, I will be posting probably both of those completely free and public for anyone to check out. And if you find that that's something you're interested in going forward, then your support would mean the world. But other than that, let's watch episode 1 and episode 2 of Ahsoka. Also, the red Star Wars logo. You know it's about to pop off when the logo's red. It's a tradition that started in Clone Wars. The evil galactic empire has fallen, and a new republic has risen to take its place. However, sinister agents are already at work to undermine the fragile peace. A plot is underway to find the lost Imperial Grand Admiral Thrawn and bring him out of exile. Once presumed dead, rumors are spreading of Thrawn's return, which would galvanize the Imperial remnants and start another war. Former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano captured one of Thrawn's allies and learned of a secret map which is vital to the enemy's plan. Ahsoka now searches for the map as her prisoner, Morgan Elsbeth, is transported to the New Republic for trial. I love that they brought the scroll. Very old school Star Wars. Very cinematic Star Wars, I should say.
A ship has entered this sector.
They're early.
Security alert. Comms. Ask them to identify themselves and transmit their clearance code.
They're probably bad guys. Indeed.
Ship approaching.
It's either the Bad Batch or they're bad guys.
They're Jedi.
Say again?
The signal is an old Jedi clearance code.
The music is very interesting. Yep, okay. We know them. They're the bad guys.
It's quite a surprise meeting Jedi out here.
Our existence remains a mystery to most, Captain Hale.
They're kind of undercover.
I don't buy it.
Allow me to show you our identification. You're right about one thing, Captain. We are no Jedi.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they're just working through them. This is very A New Hope. Hello.
Balin, you are true to your word.
And well paid for it, Lady
Okay,
Morgan.
so he is on Team Thrawn. We can confirm that.
She knows about Thrawn.
Who is this Jedi?
Ahsoka goddamn Tano.
Tano.
Let's go. Game time, baby. Master and Apprentice. Is this like an ancient Jedi temple, maybe? This is from Clone Wars. God, what a badass. This is a puzzle. Yeah, this is giving me Jedi Fallen Order vibes. Okay. Who designed this? Why were the Zepho so into these cool contraptions? assume this is the map. Oh, hello, sir. Evidently, you're here to throw down. Okay. Let's see. What if she just jumps back down the hole? Oh, she did just jump back down the hole. Oh, she's gonna jump back up. Never mind. Thought she was gonna do the, like, jump up above and decapitate them all. Like in Clone Wars. She's so good.
Initiate self-destruct protocol.
Rude. That's cheating. She just takes off running. Time to go.
Yang, where are you?
I am above your position. Now.
Thank you, David Tennant. Those are very large thermal detonators.
What would you rather I did?
Now close the ramp. Jesus, that was a gigantic explosion.
Fulcrum, this is Home 1. Do you copy? Over.
Let's go.
Over.
Copy. Incoming transmission, priority 1.
Love already Rebels connections.
Come in, Home 1. This is T6 1974 on approach. Over.
T6
Hangar 29, over.
1974. Is 1974 when the original Star Wars came out? So far, this looks really good. Like, visually, looks excellent. That's Harrison Dula.
General Syndulla.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, you beautiful woman.
Star map? Not just any star map. This one holds the secret Morgan's after. The location of the last missing Imperial Grand Admiral. Thrawn.
Thrawn. Which means Ezra.
Thrawn died at the Battle of Lothal. If Thrawn survived, does that mean Ezra?
Hopefully.
You know who could help you with this?
I do.
Well,
Sabine Wren.
she'll do it. For Ezra.
Yeah. Sabine will... She's ride or die. She's a Rebel OG. Oh.
On this day,
Hello,
several years
Lothal.
ago, the Empire was defeated. Thanks to the heroic efforts of Commander Ezra Bridger.
Oh my god.
This monument
He translates so
is
well
dedicated here today.
to live action because it's just the same guy.
Commander Sabine Wren.
She is super not there.
Security, I want a full perimeter sweep. Sabine Wren. Find her, now.
She doesn't want to be part of your game. God, they look so good. Oh my god, this is so exciting. She grew her hair out, though. Interesting. Is that a Lothcat on her helmet?
Governor Zadi's looking for you.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Well, you missing the ceremony.
Oh, that was today.
Who's this one?
Stand down, Commander.
Meter bike accelerate. This reminds me of the intro to the new Star Trek movie with sabotage.
Commander, stand down.
She's not stopping.
Sabine!
James T. Kirk coming in hot. She's a gangster. You don't just tell a Mandalorian that they need to follow your rules. Oh, Ezra's tower. Love cat. Oh. This is the greatest day of my life. Oh. It's so ugly and so cute. Does she live here?
Sorry for disappearing on you. I made this recording because, more than the others, I need you to understand. As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. We're not really family, but you're like a sister to me.
True. At minimum. At minimum, sister. Maybe potentially something more romantic, but probably just sibling energy. Okay, she looks super cool.
What was this place?
An ancient temple built by my ancestors. The Night Sisters of Dathomir.
Oh. I was wrong, it wasn't a Zepho temple. You're descended from Dathomir? Cool. You're like Marin, but a bad version.
Send this
She looks ready to kill at any moment. She seems very on edge. The visuals are giving me such Rebels energy. God, Ezra's helmet's in the background.
Ezra.
You missed the ceremony.
Did she?
Was that yesterday? It slipped my mind.
You were missed, Sabine. Everyone was there.
Wasn't she at the ceremony and then left?
Greetings, Sabine Wren.
What's up, Hu Yang? These two have some history
I think I know how to find
that they need to
Ezra.
settle. The music.
Where did you find this?
In a world named Belcana?
Kentucky.
Witches. Great. This is getting more exciting by the minute.
Yo. If this is practical, that's so cool.
So, where do you call home these days?
The ship.
There is nothing easy about being a Jedi.
Well, then I should have made a good one.
Yes.
Probably would have made a great Jedi. And before anyone says anything, there is
Lady Tano, I
canon
have an
precedent for a non-force sensitive user or a non-force sensitive individual being part of the Jedi Order. Yoda has allowed it to happen.
The map stays here.
Okay.
Yo, she's super gonna steal that.
The construction and overall design are executed exactly the way I taught younglings to build a lightsaber at the temple.
So definitely Jedi trained.
Probably former member of the Jedi Order.
Baylan Skoll. He disappeared at the end of the Clone Wars, like so many Jedi.
And now he's back. It's probably, what, roughly around the same age as Anakin? Maybe younger?
Sabine, you're going to want to hear.
Yo, she bailed. She got the heck out of Dodge. She's got hope. Probe droids. This is like episode 1 with Darth Maul.
Everything's gonna be fine.
I don't understand why things have to be so difficult.
Well, considering your history, I'd say that's expected. But you and I both know Sabine gives you the best chance of reading that map.
I love how Hera totally gets it. She's like, yeah, Sabine. She does what she does. And Ahsoka's like, ugh, so annoyed.
She's still just as stubborn and bullish as ever.
Just like you were. Plus, you didn't listen to Anakin much when you were young.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Very much so. Anakin was so annoyed.
Sometimes even the right reasons have the wrong consequences.
True.
What do we do then?
Maybe if Ahsoka had stayed, Anakin might not have fallen. I mean, he probably still would have, but it's possible. What did she do? What'd she figure out? Ooh, press that. It's probably a button. That looks generally correct. It's got to form the correct triquetra, though. And it floats on its own.
Think I'm going on a trip?
Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Oi! Leave our stuff alone.
We have a problem.
Get your jetpack.
We've been
Hello.
looking for this.
Good for you. Let's go. Let's go. Sabine. Sabine is adept at using a saber. She trained with the dark saber. She is arguably one of the rightful users of it. Owner of it. Kanan trained you. She's angry. She's kind of letting her emotions cloud her ability, just like she did with Kanan. good thing no one dies when they get stabbed with a lightsaber. Except for Qui-Gon. For our friend Rey. Oh, what an end to that episode. Holy cow. Very interesting end credits. That was cool. Okay, initial thoughts on episode 1. I really enjoyed it. I thought episode 1 was super good. Very like intentionally slow paced. I feel like I feel like each scene felt like it was given its like emotional weight, which was cool. Very, very cool to see how all the Rebels things have translated to live action. Like even I forgot his name, but he's the guy that was like Sabine Wren. Like that guy directly translated from Rebels because it's the same. Like he did the voice and they based the image of the character on him, so he's like seamlessly transitioned to live action, and it was just wonderful. Yeah, it was so fantastic. Like setting up what is coming, like what the grand story of the season is going to be, setting up the cool villains. Like both the villains are super cool, super interesting. The lightsaber combat was pretty cool, and then giving us a good touchstone of where the relationships are at with like Sabine and Ahsoka, and how they are very much not like gelling, if that makes sense. Like Ahsoka and Sabine had a similar master Padawan relationship that, you know, Anakin and Ahsoka initially had, where he's probably just so annoyed with her all the time, right? Like she's too similar to Anakin, and Sabine is probably too similar to her. Like when you see yourself in that younger pupil and they are stubborn just like you were, and they don't listen just like you didn't listen, it's very frustrating. and it makes sense that Ahsoka would be like, you know what, maybe I'm not cut out for this, right? And it makes sense that Sabine wouldn't be fully on board continuing, especially with all the emotions that are wrapped up with all the people that they've lost and how the Rebels crew is kind of separated at this point. Like, it makes sense that they're not perfectly gelling. Sabine's definitely not going to die. That's one thing. She got stabbed through the gut, kind of. One thing we've learned in Star Wars is no one ever dies when you stab them. You're right, cauterizes the wound. So as long as it misses vital organs, like, you should be fine. But even then, even if it hits some vital organs, you got bacta tanks. You're Gucci. You're fine. So many people have survived stabs to the gut and stabs to the chest, except for Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon, he got straight murked. He probably got stabbed like in the chest, like in a lung or something, and you know, his death was quick. But everyone else, if you get stabbed, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You'll pass out, you'll be Gucci. But yeah, I very much enjoyed the first episode, and I'm very much looking forward to jumping into this next episode. So we are going to do that right away. So here we go. Of course he's still out there.
We've been looking for this.
That's too bad.
She can sense her bad dreams.
The droids. They took the map.
Relax.
You don't understand. I unlocked it.
Where did the path in our galaxy begin? What planet?
Pluto.
They took the map before I could decipher it.
Gotta go get it back.
Did you keep a record of what you found?
No, they shot it.
Ahsoka.
Get some rest.
Wait. You need my help.
No. You've done enough.
If you say so. You do need to recover, though. You got stabbed. This place is fancy. She looks so cool. Like, she looks rad. Not gonna lie. Both of them look awesome.
Contact Morgan. Tell her I believe we have located the reflex point on Cetos.
Is that a Purgo? Was that a Purgo? I see you, space whales. Toil and trouble. Gross little cat. I love it. It's the cutest thing in the world and I want one. Droid's still alive.
I was hoping you were still here.
Sneaky droid.
Like me, this kind of droid is incredibly resilient. Take.
She's trying to be like, I can do this.
Its memory core stays partially active even after termination.
And if you get the power levels right, you can recover the droid's memory.
And find out where it came from.
Yeah.
What happens if you get the power levels wrong?
The head will explode.
Explode?
Yeah. Just like a small one.
I say go for it.
Because you're a hologram.
There's no time to relocate.
She's like, send it, see what happens.
Encrypted. I need a minute.
I don't know if you have a whole ass minute. Got it.
I'm pulling the plug.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Yang. She almost had it.
This droid came here from Corellia.
The New Republic shipyard?
Interesting.
Her Imperial operation should have been dismantled after the rebellion.
Anyone check on that?
No, they've been busy with stuff.
I haven't seen her in years, and the first thing I do goes sideways.
Yeah, but that wasn't your fault.
I always thought that made it work.
Until it didn't.
Now get some rest. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, but don't get too much rest, because she'll leave without you. Spooky. She can just unlock it via magic. Wow.
Pathway to Peridia.
Some call it that.
The children of the Jedi Temple call it that. It comes from old stories. Fairy tales.
Tales which are based on truths.
Cool.
Thrawn calls to me. Across time and space.
That doesn't sound like Thrawn.
The Eye of Sion is on its way here. Make sure that everything is ready for its arrival.
Marok will complete his task.
Say that he does.
Marok.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Kill him.
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
converging on Corellia.
Ahsoka Tano, this is Min Weaver, Regional Supervisor.
What's up, dude?
We'd appreciate a look at her former facilities and operations.
Well, I am quite busy at the moment.
We don't care.
I could make this a more formal inspection if you'd like.
Please, this way.
Hera's like, if you want this to be a real thing, we can make it a real thing.
This was one of Morgan's facilities.
It's my little war criminal.
Do the facility still employ any of her former staff?
Of course, there's no other way to remain operational. An empire doesn't just become a republic overnight. You will still find ex-imperials at every level of the new republic government.
Yeah, that's why they're incompetent. That's why the new republic sucks.
I was wondering if you would consider bringing her back on as your apprentice.
Maybe we're both past that.
Nah.
She's not ready.
What makes someone ready?
You just know.
She'll be ready. Nice battle scar.
I heard your repairs were complete.
Your repairs.
Ah, I see you still have your lightsaber.
Ezra's lightsaber.
Then
It's
he
yours
passed
now.
it on to you. You have since made your own modifications, so it is now your lightsaber. Have you kept up with your training?
Obviously not.
Yeah, that's why.
She quit on me.
The past is the past. Move forward.
Huyang says, get over it.
It doesn't matter. I never had the talent, the abilities. Not like Ezra.
That much is true.
Thanks.
Savage.
I have known many Padawans over the centuries, and I can safely say your aptitude for the Force would fall short of them all.
Nice.
Well then.
He's using reverse psychology.
The only time you are wasting is your own.
Facts.
From here we keep track of the entire inventory being created from the dismantled Imperial fleet.
Ahsoka's gonna jump out this window.
Is that a hyperdrive core?
Yes. Refurbished from an SSD, ready for...
Solid state drive?
Oh, there it is. Classified.
Classified. I'm a general. Nothing's classified to me.
Unclassify it.
Well, then I'm authorizing it.
I'm not sure you can.
Wanna bet?
She's a general.
What other types of droids do you have in operation here?
Standard protocol types, as well as CCLs, IW-37s, HV-7s, and other load lifters.
No HK class?
Assassin droid. No, I'm sorry.
That's a lie.
I've seen such a droid.
When was this?
5 rotations ago.
This droid's a snitch.
Where is this droid now?
I believe it is departing on that transport.
How do you know that?
Stop that ship.
I can't do that, General. They've been cleared for departure.
Unclear them.
For the Empire!
Get the Phantom.
Right.
I knew she jumped out of there. Oh, go away.
Fire up the engines, Chop!
God, I love Chopper so much. better than you.
Keep your lid on, Chop.
Good.
Can't just shoot it down, it would crash into the port
Shoot it
city.
down.
Just ready a tracking device.
Chopper, is that bad? Chopper has no regard for casualties. Collateral damage, he doesn't care. Just chucking stuff.
No, I did not go through your stuff. You look under the backup battery. Great. Now hurry up. They're gonna make a jump into hyperspace as soon as they clear the atmosphere.
Chopper is wonderful. Oh, that was gangster. She's so cool.
Now, Chop.
Nice. Got it. Chop, you beautiful son of a bitch. What is this Loth Cat gonna do when Sabine Wren goes off to save the world? Gotta get your outfit ready. Oh, it's just like when Kanan cut his hair. Sabine Wren is back, baby.
I'm ready.
Damn right you are. Oh, let's go. This is the clip from the end of Rebels. Oh, let's go. Coming for you, bud. Still looks cool as hell, though.
Nice haircut.
What are you gonna do with your cat?
Take us out. Padawan.
I love it. This is like the rings that go around the regular ships, but it's going around a mega ship.
Installation of the final hyperdrive has begun.
Soon the Eye of Sion will be complete.
The appearance of Ahsoka Tano on Corellia troubles you.
It does.
We made a clean escape. She couldn't have trapped us here.
Oh, she super did. Yep, she super did.
Her presence in the Force is elusive, yet her determination is vivid. She's coming.
Nothing can prevent our journey.
Except for Ahsoka Tano.
It'll be a shame. There are so few Jedi left.
Sentimental.
Truth.
So good. Okay, I am fully on board after those first 2 episodes. I don't know how many episodes total there are going to be, like 8, maybe 10. But those first 2 were real nice. One, the quality. Like, it looks very high quality. It looks like the production value through the roof. They put so much money into this show. Like, the production value looks on par to, you know, Andor. And Andor was like the highest quality Star Wars thing that we've seen other than the movies, obviously. Like, this looks so good. If there's anything you can count on is that Dave Filoni is going to put all the effort possible into Ahsoka. They went so hard for this, and the first 2 episodes were excellent. Again, I talked about it a little bit before, but seeing all the Rebels connections come to fruition in live action and how they were translated was a beauty to see. Like, freaking loved that. The story feels like it's taking itself seriously, but also like it has weight, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to describe the difference. Like, it feels more similar to Andor than it, say, Obi-Wan, right? Like, Obi-Wan felt serious, but that felt serious because it was emotional. You had the visceral connection to that character and the specific time period and stuff that he's in. This feels like the story itself is grand, Admiral Thrawn. It feels tangible and feels important, if that makes sense. And it's stuff where we don't know where it's going, other than like the formation of the New Republic and all that. We don't know where any of this is going, other than it's gonna all culminate, I guess, in like a movie, right? The one directed by Dave Filoni in like 2027 or something like that. It's gonna culminate in that film, and it's gonna be rad as hell. It's so cool to see Ahsoka back. So cool to see Sabine, and very excited to dive further into their connection, right? Because obviously we get the info that Sabine trained under Ahsoka, but they didn't complete things because they weren't ready to be compatible in that moment. There were roadblocks, mentally or otherwise, preventing them from moving forward. And now that they have like a unified goal, like they both have a specific desire to find Ezra / Thrawn and prevent a war, they're able to kind of set out on that mutual journey again together. And it's cool to see Sabine be the Padawan again. I think we can have some confirmation that she's not Force sensitive. There was some speculation based on the trailers that she might be, but her talk with Huyang makes it seem like she's very much not. He's like, you are the least good at everything. Or at least in terms of connection to the Force and Jedi abilities. He's like, you're the worst one ever. Which is funny, because, I mean, there has been a non-Force user that was accepted into the Jedi Order. That I think that story came out a year or 2 ago, maybe. And it was, I think it was either a comic or in a book, but Yoda allowed a non-Force user into the Jedi Order for specific reasons. So it's not unheard of that she could become a Jedi. And she's now back on the path to becoming a Jedi. You know, she She held her own for the most part against, what is it, Hati? Is that the character's name? Because Balin Skull or something like that, and then some Hati something. She held her own against the Padawan for the opposing side, and she hasn't kept up with her training at all. So imagine if she had kept up with her training, she might have beat her. So that's a thing to think about. So far, I mean, Rosario Dawson is great as Ahsoka. She's bringing such a new side to Ahsoka. Like, she's bringing the Ahsoka that has matured with age, and it's really good to see, you know. And Sabine, what is it, Natasha Liu Bordozo or Bortuzzo or something? I forgot her last name. As Sabine, she's great so far. You can really feel the attitude of her. David Tennant as Hui Yang, freaking obviously he's crushing it. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Hera Syndulla. She hasn't had a ton to do yet, but the scenes she's been in, she's Hera. She's great. Chopper, my little war criminal, just steals the scene as soon as he's on the screen. Like, fantastic work from him. Love it. The two leads for the villainous side with Ray Stevenson, who sadly passed away before this came out. He's great. He brings an air of not regalness, but like, I don't know how to he seems important, but also like restrained. Like, he has the training of being a Jedi, but he's also not like a Sith. As from what I've heard, they're not like straight Sith. Like, they're not evil. They're just not on the good team. Like, they don't fully practice the dark side, but they don't, you know, fully practice the light side. They lean more dark side for sure. You know, their lightsabers are orange, and they're orange for a reason, according to Dave Filoni. But yeah, he brings an air of mystery, but also like suaveness, or like I don't know, like, he's just real good. And then his apprentice, low key, kind of has crazy eyes. she makes me feel like she is unhinged, like she is ready to kill people at any moment. And I'm very curious to see how they develop. They look so cool, by the way. Like, their outfits are rad. like she looks so boss. I think she's fantastic. That's one thing. The set design and the outfits are all excellent. Everything feels tangible. I mean, there's probably obviously a ton of green screen and blue screen and volume used, but it all looks very good. Like, it all pretty much everything looked physical and tangible, which was good. And it all, like, a lot of the designs for the planets and the temple, and like the Night Sisters temple, and then that little like Stonehenge looking place that they went to, looks unique. Like, it doesn't look like, hey, this is copy and paste from previous Star Wars things, if that makes sense. Like, that all looks unique. One thing that kind of was copy and paste, but actually worked really well, was the start of episode 1 with the scroll to kind of like get us up to speed on what's going on. And then the assault on that ship very much felt like the beginning of A New Hope. Like, that was super cool. Like, that was really, really cool. That vibe was awesome. Yeah, so far, I'm just fully on board the, like, feel of these first 2 episodes. I really, really enjoyed it. And I am looking forward to more. Hopefully they continue to put these out at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like, not having to wake up at 2 in the morning to watch these is prime. Like, if I'm so glad that if they do this moving forward, that if they've decided that they're going to move on from, you know, dropping things at midnight Pacific time, that's probably the best decision they can make for having their show be a success. Like, if you want your show to become weekly event type viewing, you drop it at a normal time for Americans to watch. like rip to the rest of the world, but the largest audience is going to be the United States. And if you want your show to be culturally significant, you kind of have to cater to that audience. You know, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, other shows that have premiered on HBO mainly. They became cultural juggernauts because they dropped at 8 p.m. on Sunday nights. You know, when people can plan their night around watching this show, people are more likely to watch it, right? If you drop it at midnight, they'll watch it at any time. They might forget about it. They might not end up watching it at all. But if you drop it, like, everyone's going to sit down at the exact same time to watch this, perfect. Like, you will get viewers. And so if they stick to each week dropping it at 8 p.m., I'm going to be thrilled, because then I don't have to wake up at 2 in the morning, watch the episode, edit a video before I go to work. Like, it's gonna be great. My greedy little content creator heart is fully on board this plan. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I gotta say for these first 2 episodes. I'm very excited to get the rest of them, however many episodes they're giving us, either 8 or 10. I'm here for it every week. I'm very, very excited. But let me know what you guys thought of the episodes down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to the remainder of Ahsoka or any other Star Wars project. I'm almost finished playing the game Jedi Survivor, so if you're interested in that, stick around. And then again, if you are interested in seeing the full uncut reactions for these first 2 episodes, consider checking out my Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Since this is the first episode or 2 of a new show or a new season, that uncut will be completely free and public for you to check out. And if you find that that's something you're interested in going forward, then your support would mean the world. But other than that, I think that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.